What's up guys, it's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. And we had a secret hero that was featured, and he was featured on Sunday of all days. I don't know why you want to release a hero on a Sunday. Everybody's just relaxing, chilling, maxing, hanging out, getting their last of their war hits in. But that's what they did. They dropped this guy on us on a Sunday, and I'm a bit upset that I missed out on him because he seems like an absolute beast of a hero. So I was thinking about whether or not to do a review of him, and I thought, you know what, I think that this guy is going to be featured at some point in the future again. And also I feel like you're going to be going up against him, especially if you're raiding up at the top. He's probably going to be making an appearance. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have a look at Omen. We're going to break him down, get a better idea of what we might be going up against, because he is one of our newest heroes in the game, and I think he deserves it. And funnily enough, somebody in Gypsy Danger, or they used to be called Gypsy Danger, they're now called like GD Yas or something, has literally got 2 of this guy on their team, and they've got 2 of the other secret hero on their team as well, completely maxed and limit broken, which is cool for us because we have a bit more information about Omen. He kind of reminds me of, he looks a bit like that guy from The Prodigy. I think he was the keyboard player. I don't know if you remember the band, but they were absolutely insane. I'm sure everybody knows who I'm talking about. But basically, without any further ado, let's get into this. We are going to have a look at Omen. We're going to break him down. So without any further ado, introducing the one, the only, Omen. Let's go. And here he is, our second mystery hero in the flesh. The man, the myth, the legend. Just look at this absolute monster. Let's zoom in on him so we can have a better look. Just insane looking hero. So this is Omen. Welcome to the game, Omen. And of course, these cards that we're looking at are maxed out, completely maxed out, double limit broken and everything else. So let's go over this guy's sort of card. Let's have a little look at what he does. So he is obviously a fire hero, as you can see. He is going to be of the sorcerer class, which gives him the chance to delay, so reduce the mana after an attack, which is pretty good. He does get a family bonus as well, which is the, I can't remember what it's called now, the Mark of the Ancients, but we'll have a look at that in just a second. I've not got that on this page for you guys, but mainly I just want to go over his special skill. That is where things are going to get a little bit interesting, and we're going to see whether this guy is as powerful as he's supposed to be. There was a time back in the day when the mystery heroes were just terrible. Mysterio, I'm talking about you, mate. But that time is no longer, because now the mystery heroes seem to be pretty damn good, at least from what we've looked at before. So I am a fan of the art on this card. He looks like, somebody mentioned something about Cthulhu, the Call of Cthulhu. I have never ever read or seen that before, but on researching online, yeah, I can see it, definitely. These guys do look like they might come from that sort of era. There is definitely something there. So thank you for that, whoever shared that in the comments. Now, going over his stats, I mean, you can see this guy maxed and limit broken. He is as good as anybody else is going to be in terms of the stats. Nearly 1,500 attack, 1,300 just about on the defense, and 2,400 on health. He will stick around for a good long while, and he gets the counterattack ether talent if you do second limit break him. Again, like I said, it's a kind of a mid-range ether talent. I'm not the hugest fan of counterattack on the ether talent, but it is what it is. He could have had better. Now, moving on to his special skill, it's called Ritual of the Deep, and he is running at fast speed. So at fast speed, he's going to be dealing a whopping 500% damage to the target, so a single target snipe, and then he summons an ominous tentacle fiend for the target. So that is, well, this fiend is very similar to another hero, but we'll see in a second. So the ominous tentacle fiend absorbs healing and disappears when its absorbed health equal to 15% of its target's maxed health. I'm moving over to the other to the other card now because I didn't want to do this in game. And then the Ominous Tentacle Fiend generates a clone of itself to nearby enemies after every turn. So that fiend is going to be cloning itself on the nearby enemies after it's spawned. Every single turn it's going to make a clone of itself. The little question mark there just says that basically the hero can't have more than 3 fiends on them at a time, but we pretty much already know that. The Ominous Tentacle then inflicts 5 insanity to the owner on every turn and inflicts 50 insanity to the caster. Now, the caster in this case will be Omen, and he does benefit from that Mark of the Ancients, whatever the hell it's called. In fact, just let me have a quick look at it here. So the Mark of the Old Ones, that's it. So the damage received by him is reduced by 5% per 10 insanity on the character, up to a maximum reduction of 50%. So if this little fiend is giving 50 insanity to the caster, that means he's going to be reducing the damage by 25%. So any damage he takes is going to be reduced by 25%. Why is that important? It's important because of the way insanity works. Insanity is absolute insanity. That is why it's called insanity. So let's just recap what exactly insanity is. So as you can see here in the middle, insanity applies a percentage chance of reversing the targeting of a special skill cast. This can either work for you or it can work against you, which is why it's kind of a good hero to put these heroes with each other, because they're giving themselves damage reduction when they get insanity. So when insanity activates, special skills that target enemies instead will target allies and vice versa. Special skills aimed at a caster will be cast on a random target. Special skills aimed at a target will be cast on the caster. Right, what the hell does that mean? Basically, it means that if let's say you've got somebody on your team like, I don't know, Khonshu, and you want to snipe somebody on the enemy team, but Khonshu's got this insanity effect on him, there is a percentage chance of reversing the cast of his special. So when he fires off, that skill that he targets will be aimed at a random will be cast back on the caster. Sorry, that's the second bit. So he's basically going to be damaging himself. And that is why the mystery heroes are so good with putting up the damage reduction, because their special skill can be targeting themselves. Why you would want that? Heck knows. It's insanity, man. That is the name of the game with these heroes. But when you put them together, I can see the benefit of having that. So now the next bit there, it says insanity cannot be dispelled or cleansed. Heroes' insanity can be lowered by 10 each time they're healed. Direct heals from special skills lower the insanity once per cast. It drops to 0 when a special skill is cast on reverse targets. Reaching 100 insanity automatically casts a special skill when mana's full. So the way I understand this, it says 100 insanity will automatically cast a reversed special skill. Anything up to 100 insanity, I believe there is just that percentage chance of reversing the special skill cast. Okay, the Cultist Family bonus is a bonus of 20, 30, or 40% defense and 20, 30, or 40% health. So that is basically the ifs, ands, and buts. That is what is going on in terms of the passives and things like that for this hero. Now, let's focus in on his special, though, because I'm not the hugest fan of this guy's special, unfortunately. So the 500% damage to the target, I like. That is a really good hit. Running at fast speed, I'll take that. The Fiend that goes onto the target, the fact that it gives the insanity effect of 5 insanity to the caster every turn, to the owner every turn, is pretty good, because obviously that means that you can then reverse their special skill and you can basically use it as your own. But then we have another hero that does basically the same effect, and he is not very good, and that is LaSalle from the Untold Tales heroes. He hits pretty hard on a snipe. He summons a fiend to the enemy that he hits, and the fiend clones itself every turn. The problem is, though, the fiend only has 15% HP inherited from the caster, so 15% HP can be removed pretty damn easily. In fact, even 3 fiends, you're only getting it up to 45% HP. So a simple, straightforward deep heal will get rid of those fiends, and then you're basically just back to square one where he's a single target sniper. So I don't like this guy as much as I liked Atwood. I'll just say it up front. Atwood is he's definitely got a better special skill, the priority dispel, a decent hit to the target and nearby, and the insanity effects on top of that as well. I'm not the hugest fan that they're linked to a fiend, but that doesn't mean to say I think he's a bad hero. I would sort of put this guy, if Atwood was like S tier, which I think that he is, even though Omen, I was going to say Omen, even though he's running at fast speed, I think he would be maybe like at a push, like an A grade hero, just because I think that, you know, the insanity effect is awesome and he does have the right passive for it. But otherwise, I'm not quite as impressed by this guy. So that is my little review of Omen. I hope that it's given you a bit of insight into this new secret hero that we have. I believe the next one will be coming, according to Zartanis' calendar, we should have the next one on Monday next week. I'm not sure exactly what date that is. I think it might be 26, 27, 28, 29th, maybe. But yeah, we'll have the next secret hero, and I'll try and get on top of that one as soon as it's released. We'll see if anybody from ERGD, yes, whatever that means, is looking to pull hard and give us some more information on the secret heroes going forwards. Please do let me know in the comments what you guys think of Omen. Also, please do drop us a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you don't want to miss any updates on these new mystery heroes. But until the next time, that is all for now. I wish you everything of the very best. I'll see you next time. Bye for now, guys.